Hi, my name is Tara Eveland, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about branding, give you some ideas. If you are on the live call, you are going to get a packet I put together. It's an 8-page packet of original content by myself that I'm going to give to you guys free of charge, and I do believe I will be selling this to everyone else that's interested in it. So it's very valuable content. I have a little background in branding. I went to college for photojournalism, switched to paralegal. So I started in Photoshop whenever I was in college and branded ads and stuff like that for businesses. I did work at a couple newspapers while I was in college, again, branded ads. I ran a very successful Cincy team that we had branded and stars and all this fun stuff. I also opened a photography business I ran for 7 years. I went through 3 different brands in that time. I don't recommend doing that, but I did, live and learn. So first couple years I was trying to find my way, and then I finally got myself, branded the way I wanted to. So that's one thing is you do want a lot of thought put into it. I did a lot of changing my brands with the photography business because it was just on a whim and I didn't really know what branding meant. Now, almost 10 years later of owning my own businesses, I know enough to give you guys valuable information and what to do and what not to do. So let's just get started. I know branding can be scary, but it has to be done, guys. Our company is growing and we can all pick our inventory, and many times we might be selling the same style, the same pattern, etc. So what makes someone come to you over the other rep that might have the same item? Okay, if 2 reps have the same item, one puts the shirt in a bag and puts it into a poly mailer, but then you have another rep that has the same item as that, but they put it into the bag, wrap the colored tissue paper around it that matches their logo, puts a nice little sticker on it, secures it with a thank you and a handwritten card that's in a gorgeous branding that matches everything you've seen about this rep. You are going to, which one are you going to remember? You're going to remember the rep that, you're going to remember like their colors and their patterns and start associating that name with that branding. It's overall. So we're going to get into, what branding is and all that. So why is branding important? That is why, because you want people to remember who you are. So in a sea of reps, especially more reps coming in, we really have to set ourselves apart. All right. So how do you create a brand? You realize that you need it and you get creative. Okay. So you need to figure out what you love and what you want to be recognized for. When I started looking for my brand, I searched Pinterest and I started adding things that caught my eye. All right. I personally started with the color purple because I found these poly mailers that were purple polka dots. And I love like crystals and gems. So I started with purple and gems. That's where I started and I developed from there. Let me see if I can share my screen and let me do this. Okay, perfect. Show you guys something here. Can you guys all let it pop up? Working with the slow one here. Can everyone see this? Nod your head. Yes, perfect. Okay, so you see the polka dots here. That's where I originally started. I had these poly mailers. They were really cute. They were white or purple, white, purple polka dots. I knew I wanted a little bit of flowers, and I didn't really know how I could put the crystals in, but I knew like I was really into crystals since leadership. These were the colors that kind of caught my eye. And this quote here, it just really spoke to me because I have a lot of things going on in my life that I can't share right now with everybody. But if you do know what's going on, you know why this quote would speak to me. I think you should just go for it. Okay, so it can be quotes, colors, you want to add fonts, you want to add pictures that inspire you, any little detail, like the other parts of these fingernails don't really inspire me, but the polka dots did. And it just, Okay, so this was just, you know, the vision board. Inspiration can be found anywhere. Like I said, mine was on Pinterest. Possibilities are endless. Take a walk, look around. Are there any shops or gardens or parks that speak to you? Anything that causes you to feel inspired or at peace. Okay, are you an artist? Look at the art that you've created, and your brand is already probably hiding somewhere in there. I, you know, have taken a lot of pictures over the years. So I looked back and, you know, since it was newborn photography, it was true though. Like I had a lot of purples and stuff in my newborn photography, a lot of florals. Take online quizzes. This might sound silly, but finding out what color your soul is or what your spirit animal is might help you make a decision. You can follow in my footsteps, create a mood board on Pinterest, figure out your color schemes, and then pin pictures that what did I put? That have you feeling excited, okay? So you can pin it to a secret board. You don't have to have this available for the whole world to see. Once you've gotten a ton of pictures, start narrowing it down to just a few. You see that I've narrowed it down to just a few. I used the app that is listed in the pamphlet I'm going to give you guys. So this is the original branding board, and then this is what I used. It's called Noteboard, I believe. It pins to the top of your desktop. You can like pull pictures out and pin them and rearrange them. Okay, and I also use that for like my vision board and stuff. Okay, so you're inspired, now what? Now the magic happens. You get to take your inspiration and make something out of it. So I recommend making a master list of your key brand elements so you can refer back to them for all your future marketing. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you guys right here. This is just what I did. Super duper 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 simple, right? Opened up Notepad. Here's my fonts and my colors for my branding. I'm trying to point it. I need to use my cursor. I put the date, so I remember the date. Here is my font. Fonts are super important. We're gonna get to that. Okay. Sunshine of My Soul and KG717. Colors, this is called a hex code. You guys, we're gonna get to that too. You're gonna want the hex code, and then gems and a touch of floral. Super simple, but I just have it on there, okay? I recommend 2 to 3 main colors with a few accent colors thrown in. So my main colors are the deep purple, the pink, and the blue, with you know, the gold kind of thrown in there. So get specific. Don't just say mustard yellow. Instead, hunt down the perfect shade and find out its hex code. So this is the hex code right here, the 7252. The more specific your branding, the better. So use a color picker app to find hex codes and write them down, save them on an online notepad. A color picker app is literally like, if you're on your desktop, you can go to your apps, like in Chrome, you can go to apps and pick a color picker, add that as an app, open any web page you like. So go to your Pinterest board and go pick new color, boom, pick your color. If you guys need help with that, I can help you in the future with that. Okay, I love to view fonts on Pinterest and then go to the site. Usually I go to thefont.com and I look how they look with my name, type in the box. So I will type my name and then it'll show like how, you know, it'll look. You can find fonts on several sites. Just make sure you find them on whatever app you're going to use to make marketing materials on. So if you don't have Photoshop like me, which I assume most of you aren't, you know, graphic designers, you're going to want to pick a font that is maybe in WordSwag or PicMonkey or whatever it is you guys are going to use. A big way to become recognizable is to use the same font or two on all of your graphics. So it might feel boring, but you can flex your creativity elsewhere. Once you've got a brand, you need to stick with it, guys. Your photography style, so staying consistent in the style of your photography is going to help your graphics become recognizable on Pinterest and other social media. There's much more to photography than snapping pictures. So choose if you, there's like negative space, minimalism, you know, you can choose different things to kind of play around with. Choose a style that makes you happy and stick to it. I know Agnes and Dora recently sent out something about our Instagram. Use the same filter, use the same, you know, this and that. And that's, you know, staying consistent. So it's all about consistency. Your typing style. So now I'm going to get a little picky. A lot of branding is in paying attention to the details. These details can be in that you never use a double exclamation point, or like myself, that I use tons of exclamation points. Okay, like that's my thing. A matter of fact, it's so much my thing that this one time, guys, anybody remember that one time that I posted in the waiting group? And I said, you know, don't share this with the queue. We don't want a big frenzy. And of course, you know, it got shared with like the whole company, but it was all exclamation points and everything. So I had people telling me, I knew that was yours before I even seen the name on it. Or people blurt out the name, but I knew it was yours because Becca's nodding yes. They knew it was Tara Eveland because the way Tara Eveland writes and all my freaking exclamation points, okay? And the way I talk, and I'm just a very direct, blunt, I'm a very nice person, but I don't take shortcuts or sugarcoat anything, and I use a lot of exclamation points. I'm a very excited person. Becca knows this. She's my personal friend, roommates for life. Yeah, Becca. All right, so I have an example here to show you guys right here. All right, can everyone see this? Becca, nod your head if you can see this. Okay, cool. This Joplin dress, though, exclamation point. Hashtag Agnes and Dora hit the nail on the head again, exclamation point. All right, guys, and this isn't probably like the best one because it only has 2, but you guys all know me really well, and you know, I mean, I exclamation point the crap out of everything. So, but guys, seriously, it might seem like a little thing, but it will take your brand to the next level, okay? I have people say to me all the time, I knew it was your post before I saw your name on it. That is a good thing, guys. That's a good thing. In that situation, it wasn't necessarily a good thing because people were like, oh my God, like what Tara did. But then, you know, there was a launch and they all forgot about it, you know, whatever. But it's a good thing that everybody recognized, like, you know, recognize my post. After you've clearly defined your brand, you can start creating. Okay, and most of my branding work went into the appearance of my marketing materials and what I'm sending out to my customers in my packaging. I created a custom business card with Photoshop right here, guys. This is the front of my business card. Okay, this is the back of my business card, along with the new logo. This is the new logo, guys. Okay, and several other things in one very long day. Dora Cash right here. Okay, this is for my leggings of the month box right here. I bought some art on Creative Market. Okay, Creative Market is, and it's listed, I believe it's listed in my resources at the end of this too. But Creative Market is somewhere where designers, like people that are like artists, okay, draw stuff. So I call myself a graphic designer. Maybe I shouldn't though. Maybe there's a different term for that because I don't actually like draw the things. Becca, why don't you unmute and help me out here for a second? What do you call the people that actually draw?
Graphic artist.
Graphic artist. Okay. Designers, you know, I can put all of these elements together, but I did not draw the gems and the flowers and all that. I took the flower, I took the leaf, I took this gem, I took this gem, I took this gem, and I put it all together and designed it, but I didn't draw them. So creativemarkets.com has some amazing stuff, guys. I got this whole, like, this background pattern you see here, all these different little elements I got in one package. It was like $15. I recommend that you find your own package that you like, something like that. Make sure it is a PSD file or, you know, something. You want a PSD file so that you can change the colors easily. If you're going to find a graphic designer to do this for you, I would recommend going ahead and either buying your stuff or knowing, you know, the things that you want on it. So anywho, we're going to get to that just a moment. If you're not confident with Photoshop, you can either hire out to have a header created for you, okay, or you can spring for a whole branding package. So, you know, you can hire somebody to do a whole branding package. It's going to cost you, but you can. or you can use a resource that makes graphics design easy, like Canva. So you could purchase the things on Creative Market and use, I guess, I don't know what Canva is, guys, but I do know that people have told me they're using it to create their stuff. So I put that resource in there for you guys. I do know PicMonkey. Before I use Photoshop, I do know PicMonkey, you can drag some stuff in, so that might be a better option for that. I recommend dropping a few $100s, hiring a professional, okay? Because I'm a professional. It took me, 7 hours to do everything you see. Well, there's more, but, it took me like all freaking day. So, yeah, I just, I recommend hiring a professional. No, I'm not taking any jobs right now. I might take a few in a couple weeks. Right now, negative. I did do Becca's branding though, and it's on point. Should be looking good. All right, so my finished branding, business cards, door dollars, thank you cards for leggings of the month, my logo, and more than that isn't shown. It took me about 7 hours to get these designs in Photoshop. All right, other ways to brand yourself. Branding yourself doesn't end with awesome graphics and a great theme for your package. Your brand carries over into the content you create on your social media. So as far as content goes, you want to consider what we talked about earlier in terms of writing style and finding your voice. Your voice is basically your tone you're writing in. Okay, so some people are super casual with their readers, using shorthand, emoticons, might be a bit lax in terms of grammatical rules. I'm not going to name any names, but I'm sure you guys can think off the top of your head a few people like this. This can work for some brands. If you're looking to grow yourself as a business, you might want to stay away from it. Example, OMG, you guys have to try out this tip I found on Pinterest. You guys have to buy this swing top. Not my style. The flip to the super casual person is the person who types in a very scholarly tone. This works for a lot of people, but it can seem a lot less personal, so be really careful with this. So an example is, in case you weren't aware, these dresses sold out in 3 seconds on the site, so you need to come and get them. Like, no, that's not really probably good either. So then you've got the in-between. Most people fall between these two extremes, and for a good reason, okay, because this is where you want to be. Each extreme works great for specific people and brands, but for the most part, you're going to want to stay away from being super lax or super, scholarly and telling people what to do. Ideally, if you're writing content for your business, you want to establish yourself as an expert without sounding superior. Guys, this is so, so, so important. The tone you want to aim for is, hey, and you want it grammar, guys, commas, use your punctuation correctly if at all possible. Hey, I have a lot of awesome things to buy and I want to sell them to you so you look awesome too. That's like obviously a very, very, very generic statement and I would never write that. But I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. And maybe whenever you see it in writing, it'll make more sense. But, all right, so just make, you want to be helpful without being a know-it-all. And you want to talk like a friend without discrediting yourself as an expert. Okay, so this is really hard, guys. I know it is. I know it is. Matter of fact, and I'm not going to mention names, but whenever I've seen some of my new girls starting their businesses up and saying some things, and I've private messaged them in a loving way and said, hey, you might want to say this, is a better way to say what you're trying to say here. So it's all about living, learning, and please, guys, by all freaking means, if you see something that I spelled wrong or my grammar is wrong, let me know, because I am like grammar police. And if I'm reading something from somebody and they have like a huge grammar error, like I will like roll my eyes. So if you ever see anything that I do, like let me know. So find your voice and use it, make it your own, make sure you're consistent, all right? You're gonna see a lot of consistency in my thing here that I'm giving you because it's the way I talk and it's all like exclamation points. So After you find your tone, find your quirks, okay? No people are going to write the exact same, and we wouldn't want them to. So a good branded person will be recognizable by their words alone, but you need to be consistent for that to become possible. Most of us have quirks in the way that we speak, and those quirks can be carried over to your writing in order to define your brand. These quirks can be phrases you use. So I feel like everyone I know has a certain phrase or word that's very them. For instance, Lauren Boyle, my upline, uses the term sell all the things, okay? As well as many A&D reps use the term baby reps. I don't personally, but it's a term that is used. My word is probably or a variation of a cuss word, right? Me and my potty mouth. So punctuation. A lot of the times the punctuation I see people use make me cringe, honestly. I see commas where they aren't technically needed and lots of question marks where they don't go. That's part of some people's branding. Yes, they're technically breaking rules. That's part of their voice. Just like I love my exclamation marks, and it's part of my voice. All right, so formatting. You might have already noticed whenever you read this, I like to use bullet points. I like to do this because I like things broken apart. If you see a long Facebook post by me, you are going to see a paragraph, a break, paragraph. I like it to read that way because if you're on a phone, if they're on a phone and they're scrolling, it's going to be all one long post. So some people like to break it up with emojis. I like to break it up where it's nice, clean, has a white space in between, okay? So you do shift and enter to do that. All right. So some people can, have long paragraphs that keep the readers enticed. There's no wrong way to do it. I personally think the breaking up of paragraphs is easier to read, the way our human eyes work. All right. So branding your social media. All right, guys. And a sea of reps that are looking to see it out. Branding your social media is vital. All right, let's start with some basics here. I want you guys to look right here. All right, adding consistent profile pictures. You guys can go to all of my social media, every single thing online. As a matter of fact, Becca just joined the Business Boutique Academy, and she would have noticed my picture is the same on there as well. Stay tuned to the end of this video, guys. I'm going to offer you guys that are on this live right now something very, very special at the end of this, okay? So anyways, so consistent profile pictures on your social media, all right? You'll see it on all of mine. When I post on any social media, people can instantly recognize me without having to look at the username or too closely at the picture. Could literally not even have my name, but just my picture and my words, and I could post probably to any buy, sell, trade, any rep group, any team page, and people would be able to recognize me, I would think. Bonus points if you can incorporate one of your main brand colors into your profile pictures. All right, so that'll obviously be my goal next time for my next headshots, which I'm gonna get this summer. I'm gonna try to incorporate some of my brand colors. So make brand-centric covers. So on Facebook and Twitter, you get a big area to add, whatever you want. Brand yourself there. If you guys go and you look in my group, my Facebook group now, it's all branded now. Our multi-rep group, our multi-rep cell we're doing on Sundays, we are all working together for ideas. I'm branding that. We're going to brand it. It does tie into my brand because it's team gyms. I host the multi, and we're doing a, mega gym cell. So everything ties into the gym theme, but I'm using different colors and branching out, into that too. So, but it all ties back into the gym theme and the gym brand. And eventually people will know whenever you guys share that graphic for the multi, eventually they'll know, oh, that's Team Jim's, and they won't even have to look at what group it's in or anything else. They'll know, that's Team Jim's due to the branding, the graphics used, the fonts used on the graphics, and so on and so forth. All right, so brand your content. It's fun to share those stock photos, but what's more fun is to create your own, guys. Create your own recognizable branded photos. Post with the same colors and fonts. All right, we already talked about it. Same colors and fonts, guys. Okay, I know that was a lot of information. It really boils down to one thing, and that's consistency. If you're consistently using the same colors, fonts, and tones, then you have yourself a brand. Of course, when it comes to branding yourself, you need to consider the factors, like how unique your brand is going to be. All right, we don't need clones. Nobody go out there and clone my brand. You're going to look silly because I've already done it, okay? How easy it will be to maintain, you need to take that into consideration, okay? And if your brand colors are already famous elsewhere, all right? So you don't want to go and, I don't know, brand like red and white, that's Target, or, Coca-Cola brand, something like that, So as far as I know, my colors are not famous elsewhere. Branding yourself is important, but if you find a brand you love, it should come easy to you, guys. All right, using colors you naturally gravitate towards and words you would normally use are gonna help you build a brand that you won't get tired of. All right, guys, so that's all I have. And if you have any questions, you can email them to me. I would recommend posting them onto the wall in the team page. I am going to email this out to you guys that joined me for the live call. Hang on one second. Let me figure out how to stop my screen share here. Okay, so hang on. Let's see here. Who's on the team call? We got Becca, we got Lauren, we got Ashley, we got Cheryl, we got Felicia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Let me do something real quick here. Okay. I'm gonna send this whole thing I just read from. It's a really cute little packet that I made, you guys. It has all the graphics I just shared along with all the text, okay? I'm gonna send this to you guys on the condition that you understand that it's intellectual property, it is copyright, it's intellectual property of mine. You won't share it with anyone else, even people. I have not decided to release this to the entire team yet, because I expected people to make it a priority to be in this meeting. So you're gonna get this, but here's the other thing I wanna offer you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys real quick about something. I'm gonna go back into screen share mode here, and I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay. Maybe, here we go. All right, guys, this is Christy Wright's Business Boutique, and I am not getting paid, or there's no referrals or any no kind of credit or anything like that that I can get from this. I am sharing this with you guys because it has helped me immensely, and I know it will help you guys too. So I wanted you guys to get this back into this, okay? Christy Wright, someone needs to mute, please. Mute yourself, please. Okay, guys, so stick with me till the end here. I got something I want to tell you guys, really important. See this business health check here? I got a 73 out of 100, and then it gives me recommendations. Let me see if I can pull this up, show you the business health check. It's really cool. You do this every month, and it's going to keep telling you where you need to work. So you see right here where my marketing and sales, I'm really good at. My money management, I'm really bad at, 53, and then it gives you recommendations. So reach out to, it wants me to start a podcast. For the money management, it wants me to use the Profit Potential app that's on this website to help me find ways to increase my profitability, and it wants me to research, interview, and hire a CPA, okay? It gives you those things, all right? Over here, you can go in detailed scores. It will do detailed scores, 92, and then it will tell you, you know, again, stuff to do. All right, there's a whole community. There's a whole community here. You can go groups, notification, topics. There's a whole message board, guys. You have a dashboard whenever you first log in. But let me show you Planning Center. Okay, so I'm not going to go through this because it is really, you know, personal, but here you can see my first one. My fears are, and now you guys are going to know my secret now. So these are my fears, guys, and I know they're crazy, but I wrote them down and it really helps. I fear my stuff won't sell. Every time I make an order, I fear that it's not going to sell. I fear that we won't like Utah. Yes, okay, cat's out of the bag. In 14 days, my family's moving across the country to Utah. Okay, I fear that I'm going to get in trouble with my company. I have no clue why, but I just fear that I am. I fear I'm not recognized for my hard work from my husband or other people. And I fear my children not getting enough time with me. Okay, guys? So again, I'm not going to go through them all, but you do build your foundation, make it yours, up and running, put yourself out there, chasing your vision success. I'm only 20% through, but I want to show you guys, this is, you know, literally building a business plan. It's personal development. On right here, video training. This is what, okay, there's all these tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and then the end. Okay, introduction, one tier at a time. All right. This introduction you can watch for free. I'm on this one, Overcoming Your Fears. So whenever I click on this, it will bring up overcoming your fears and all that. And down here is the action steps. And then it has the stuff that I wrote. I was supposed to write it after I watched this, but I went ahead and wrote it. And then you can go to discussion. Okay, there's a discussion. Okay, so anyways, guys, Christy Wright is part of Dave Ramsey's team. I'm sure you all know who Dave Ramsey is. This business boutique online thing here is $30 a month to use, okay? $30 a month, that's all you pay. I want to offer you guys something right now. If you're on this call, okay, so we said Becca, Lauren, Cheryl, Ashley, and Felicia. I feel like someone left. Ashley, Felicia, Cheryl, Lauren, Becca. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to all go and register for this Christy Wright's Business Boutique. I want you guys to do it for this month, okay? If you don't have the $30 right now, private message me and I will send it to you because I want you guys to get started on this. If you do have the $30, I want you to pay it and I want you to start this business boutique today, okay? In 30 days, when it comes time to pay for it again, if you feel like this did not help your business or you as a person, I will reimburse your $30, okay? I promise you. I will reimburse your $30. So this is only for Cheryl, Becca, Lauren, Ashley, and Felicia, okay? And again, if you do not have the $30 today, let me know, and I will send it to you today, and you can get started, all right? So I think we just have a couple minutes, okay? We have 5 minutes left, and I'm going to open up to questions. So if you have a question, you unmute and ask your question. Nobody? Okay. Sounds good. I don't know how to do this. Stop screen share. Okay. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna take it's Academy. Matter of fact, let me just type it over here. Oh, guys are most welcome. So it's Academy, it's, let's see here. academy.businessboutique.com. All right, guys, so everybody go in this call, go sign up for it, pay the $30. If you need the $30, message me right now on Facebook. I will send it to your PayPal right now, okay? No questions asked. If it helps you, though, I want you to send me the $30 back whenever you get it, okay? So let's do the honor system here because I have a family too. All right, guys? So I'm going to end this call. God bless, and I hope that was really helpful, guys. All right? Peace.